Hello everyone, welcome to Quick Hacks for Homeopaths. I'm thrilled to share that the last video on miasm gathered such a positive response from all of you. Your engagement and feedback have inspired me to make a detailed video on how to understand the miasmatic background of your patients. By focusing on just a few key points, you can easily gain profound insights that will help you to make best homeopathic prescription. So let's unlock this concept and see how each miasm is presented. So let's start with the psoric miasm. So here the patient has to struggle in order to succeed. Throughout his life he will struggle. There are stresses from outside. Patient will often doubt his ability, but he still is hopeful. He struggles with ego and money. Patients are usually active, very expressive. They will have lots of highs and lows in their life. But important thing is they will constantly have anxiety. There is a lot of dissatisfaction, insecurity and sensitivity. But always remember, patient will have a ray of hope. Patient even have dreams of struggles, any kind of struggle. Usually psoric miasm has a lot of functional disturbance. So you will see a lot of general symptoms in the patient. Many cravings, lots of desires and aversions. And specifically if you see the age group, usually the youth and adolescents will come with such miasmatic background. Let's come to the second miasm, which is the syphilitic miasm. These patients have faced situations that are beyond salvage. So this will lead them to feel that there is complete hopelessness. Patient will now have the response to do or die. So there is a violent process that will set in. They have a pessimistic view of life. So their reactions are usually impulsive. They are usually in bad temper. They are very rigid about any kind of situation. You will see that there is contradictions also. They are dictatorial in behavior. And what they might just say that I cannot cope now. So this is in their body as well as in the mind. So there is a change in their movement towards destruction. And usually this is the age group of geriatric, old age people. Let's come to the third miasm, Sycosis miasm. Now here the patient will usually say that I cannot handle it. I am wrong. So I have problems that I cannot handle. So there is weakness with oneself. They will cover up. So how they will cover up? They will hide it with ego, secrecy. They will have some kind of compulsive acts in their habits. They will struggle with success for long. Usually they are very secretive. So fetching out good symptoms is also a art of tactfulness. Life gets stressful them. Usually they have fixed habits, a routinist person and traits. They have specific dreams. So they will say that every other day I see the same kind of dreams. They are less active than Psora people and they are more reserved. There is feeling of inadequacy. So they will overact to cover it up. Usually these people are not affected by the external stimuli that we saw in the psoric miasm. They will give you less modalities or general symptoms. You can see physical symptoms having a lot of overgrowths or hyperimmune responses, and the disease is usually of fixed and steady type. Diseases which leave indelible stains in the body, and they will have restless feet, habit of nail biting, keep washing hands again and again, and they will not take responsibilities because he feels he is incapable. Remember that. Let's come to the fourth miasm, which is tuberculosis miasm. Now these people always will come to you with this feeling that I am being oppressed. So sense of oppression is there. My weakness is exploited by those around him. So they will have violent reactions. They will feel that I have been deceived by people, but unfortunately they also depend on those people. Could be family or friends, and they have been taken advantage of. So they feel harassed, so they feel suffocated, and even you will see that they will keep taking deep breaths because of this sad feeling. Let's come to hydrophobic miasm, hydrophobia miasm. Here person will have suffocation, especially when they will drink water. They will have fear of water. sparkling mirrors, reflections. Again, this is an acute miasm, remember that. So they will have ailments from consistent abuse, insults which have been continuous, and they feel forsaken. They will have animalistic behaviors, and they even want to mutilate themselves, and they might end up going through repeated surgeries. So cases which show some kind of a mutilation. Let's come to leprosy miasm. Now this miasm is usually between tubercular miasm and syphilitic miasm. Now in tubercular miasm we understood that there is intense oppression, whereas in syphilitic miasm we saw that there is intense hopelessness. So in between what lies is the leprosy miasm. So patient will have intense desire for change, number one, but at the same time they will have loathing for self. They will feel ashamed, abandoned. There is a feeling of hatred and despise. So a lot of destruction, gangrene like symptoms will be seen in leprosy miasm. Let's come to the ringworm miasm. Now ringworm miasm will have a combination of few things, like a lot of struggle in their life, but a resigned acceptance. Now they have accepted, this is what it is. So what kind of dreams you may expect? They are trying to do something, but they give up because they fail. So they will try periodically but fail. They will give up and then they will accept. Like for example, you will see a lot of people coming who want to lose weight. They go and try doing several things but they fail. So then they give up. So there they may have a lot of ringworm issues and skin issues and all those things. Why? Ringworm miasm is taking over. They will sit and brood over the misfortune that they have, and they will feel incapable of performing. Now let's come to the malaria miasm. Now malaria miasm comes between acute and chronic miasm. There is a feeling of persecution. Patient will have fixed feeling of being deficient in some way. So they will keep theorizing, keep planning, but without any hope of executing these plans. So in reality, nothing is going on. They will have several spasmodic, colic-like complaints, and then a period of quiescence. So this is malaria miasm. Let's come to the typhoid miasm. Now this miasm comes between the acute miasm and psoric miasm. So acute miasm we saw there is intense struggle, but in psoric miasm there is a hope for recovery. So in between comes the typhoid miasm. One of the best remedy comes is bryonia. Now let's see the acute miasm. Now there is a strong threat from outside world. This is what you will analyze in the case. So the reactions will be definitely strong, instinctive, and like reflexes. Either this will end in death of the patient or recovery. So all the acutest situations, you will be observing there is overwhelmed situation, alarming situation. They are easily excited, hyperactive, lot of mood swings, dreams may be excitable. They have a lot of fears during that time, manic-like reactions, and personalities which are high voltage. We call them high voltage personalities, overreactive. They even may have reactions which are childlike. So think of acute miasm. Now let's go to the last miasm for the video, cancer miasm. Now this miasm comes between psychotic and syphilitic. Now usually these people were expected to perform exceedingly well. They feel weak, yet they need to perform very well. So he has to put in everything he has. He will exhaust himself to behave. Superhuman efforts, especially children who are expected to excel in everything. So there is a prolonged struggle. You will see they will depict a model of perfection. They strive to be perfect. So there is no rest, no freedom. Such patients end up in cancer miasm. So that's all for this video. I hope that this was going to be helpful to you. Do subscribe the channel, support. You can share. Please hit the like button. I'm going to come up with more such videos, quick tips, quick revisions. Thank you.